ever see a pink horse? They're the kind that have hope. Oh, they come in different colors, but they can help you cope. Did you ever have a person in your life that inspired, made you live your dreams, never ever grew tired? Sometimes you're faced with adversity. Get back up in the saddle and get with that tenacity. Yes, you're gonna have a hope. It will take you far. You'll become a winner. You'll become a star. Roll call. Just raise your hoof. For the love of the horses, for the love of pink horses, for the love of the horses, visit my pink horses.
That comes with that question. Who am I? I am a champion! That's right, you need to remember.
So you want to be successful, huh? Well, there's one thing in this world that has the ability to change our whole life in an instant. You know what it is? It's action. So first step, you just need to make a decision. Ask yourself this. A year from now, 5 years from now, what are you going to wish you did today? The secret to getting ahead in this world is first getting started. You can't let fear stand in the way of your dreams. You cannot think, oh, what if this doesn't work? If you believe enough in the process and the end result, success is going to come to you. It will. You just got to be willing to see it through to the end. But first, you just gotta jump in the deep end, man. And once something goes into motion, it stays in motion. The process itself feeds the fire. You can't be trapped by fear. Limits like fears, they're illusions. Disregard them. If you're passionate about it and you go full throttle, there's no doubt you're gonna be good at it. Because what makes someone good at something? It's dedication, hard work, and it's doing it with the proper direction and methodology. So if you plug away, you're gonna be good. But what makes someone a professional at something? It's the concept of taking that little idea, that little decision you make, and executing to take it as far as your imagination holds. Dedicating every breath in your body to that single cause. Seeing the grand picture at the end of the road to be the absolute best and not settling for any reason. It's not talent, it's not innate ability. It simply comes down to how hungry you are. How hungry are you to improve? How big is your appetite for success? What are you willing to do to reach your dreams? The professionals, the best at their craft, they don't care about the naysayers. They don't care about the fun they're forgoing. They don't take days off. They are 100% set in their ways in perfecting their craft because it's all for a much larger purpose than any semblance of happiness that immediate gratification provides. Reaching your goal? Well, that's just pure bliss. The higher the expectations, the larger the goal, well, the feeling just magnifies. So what's the difference between you and them? The professionals, they're the ones who are willing to knock on the doors of complete exhaustion every single day. Now let me define exhaustion for you. Exhaustion is at that very point where it's just so damn painful that you just can't push anymore. That it hurts so bad that you can't even think straight. that point when deep down you know that you did absolutely everything in your power. That there wasn't one more thing you could have done. So what's the difference between them and you? What are you doing at this present moment in time? Ask yourself this. Are you moving closer towards your goals, or are you moving further away from them? Are you knocking on those doors of exhaustion, or are you just uncomfortable? You see, being uncomfortable is not exhaustion. Being uncomfortable is your mind quitting before your body. Being uncomfortable is just saying no to trying again. Achieving greatness happens when you're willing to do something that will kill you just to make you better. You see, it's easier to buy the ticket to see the game than it is to be the one to prepare for it. It's easier to hang out with your friends than it is to hang with the stairs for an hour. It's easier to sleep in than it is to wake up to 100 sprints. It's easier to go to a party than it is to go ass to the grass in squats. It's easier to watch athletes from the couch than it is to be the one hoisting the trophy. But it's also a lot easier to look back on your life and know you gave it your all than it is to live with regrets. Not living up to your potential, well, that weighs on your shoulders for a lifetime. No one ever said that being successful was gonna be easy. But I'll tell you one thing, it sure as hell is worth it. You are your own maker in this world, and there is no such thing as failure. You just gotta tell it, no, not this time, not with me. I'm gonna try again and again and again, and I'm gonna look failure straight in the face, and I'm gonna tell it that I'm willing to go through all the struggles to reach my dreams. Because without struggle, there's never gonna be any progress. It's all in how bad you want it. How big is your appetite for success? Do you just want to fight, or are you starving out there for it? Stay empty, stay driven, stay hungry.
They said I changed. Maybe they were just jealous because they didn't change. Maybe they were ashamed because they didn't change. Maybe they were disappointed in themselves that they remained the same. Yeah, I changed. Like anyone with ambition will remain the same. Yeah, I changed. I changed everything but my name. I wasn't born a miracle to be average. I have absolutely no desire to fit in. No desire to conform to anyone's wishes. But I have every desire within myself to improve myself. Every day, every hour, every minute. They'll say you didn't have enough time for them. Well, maybe they weren't worth your time. They laughed at my dreams and my goals. Well, maybe they were embarrassed because they didn't have any. Maybe their dreams were really nightmares. Maybe their lives was really just a horror story. They said that I was arrogant. Maybe they just hated my ambition. Maybe they were too ashamed because they had none themselves. Maybe I reminded them of what their weakness is. They said I wouldn't make it to the top. Listen, they said I couldn't make it, full stop. They said I would fail, that I would fall, that no one would believe in me. They gave me so many reasons. But they forgot to ask about my desire. They never asked about my willingness to sacrifice. They never asked if I was willing to do whatever it took to make it. Maybe if they did, they would have kept quiet. Or maybe they wanted to ensure they had someone to sit with them at the bottom of the mountain. You know, with the majority of the people that didn't put in the work. Those who didn't have the courage, those who didn't have the drive, those who didn't have the will or the passion to fight for their dreams, to sacrifice, or even to conquer. Maybe they were afraid because they didn't have what it takes to keep up with my drive, to go toe-to-toe with my passion. You know, they say that you'll never make time for them. Well, maybe you only make time for the people that are worth your time. And since there's a lack of those type of people, maybe they're not that type of person. You know, somebody once told me, it's better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you're not. You know, it's better to walk alone and be successful than to walk with those that are wandering aimlessly through life and end up in the middle of nowhere. But it's okay, because when my circle got smaller, my drive got bigger. When my circle got smaller, my vision got larger. When my circle got smaller, my circle got stronger. The proof is always in the pudding. You can't fake results. I move on without them. I know I'm stronger. I know I'm better. I know that I'm greater. Without them, it's a blessing. Without them, I keep on growing, moving forward. I'm constantly on the move without them. You're not a puddle. Stop letting them walk all over you. You're not a doormat. Stop letting them wipe their dirt on your face. You're not below them. Don't let them look down on you. Listen, stand tall, walk strong, and hold your own. Listen to me. There is no one above or below you. There is no one that is superior or inferior to you. You must always remain hungry. Don't ever lose your passion or your compassion. Listen to me. You have enormous drive, but don't lose your humility. Put yourself in their shoes, but don't live in them. Live your life. Let them live theirs. Go after your dreams and let them decide their own fate. You said that I would never make it in life. You said I would fail. You said that I would humiliate myself. I didn't have it in me. I was no good. I wouldn't succeed. You said I was weak. You said I was not strong. I guess they didn't know what I knew. That I would make it. Maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. The difference between winning or losing, the difference between those who do it and those who don't make it in life, and listen to me, it isn't about talent. It isn't about any type of magical formula. The difference is character. It is your human spirit. And if you're going to make it in this world living out your dreams or living out your nightmares, it is completely up to what you do. It all comes down to you.
I'm a child with special needs. I'm an angel with invisible wings. I'm a child with special needs.